Amanda Wilson is the head teacher of St Alphege with St Peter's Church based in Greenwich, South East London, and is also active as a leadership coach and publisher. Fostered by a family in Shoreham by Sea shortly after her birth in 1972, she and her 4 foster siblings were the only black children in the Sussex town, but her foster parents never made her feel different. Amanda returned to her biological family at the age of 10, and at 16 moved into a hostel before getting her own flat in Catford, London, 2 years later. She went to college studying a BTEC in business and finance for the simple reason that she thought she would make a good boss. After college, a BSc in technology management followed at London South Bank University. A short spell as a learning support assistant inspired Amanda to train as a teacher, specialising in computing. In 2000, she was offered a place to study a postgraduate certificate of education at the Urban Learning Foundation Centre, part of St Martin's, Lancaster, and now the University of Cumbria at their campus in London. The course was offered part-time and distance learning, and this flexibility allowed Amanda to balance her studies while looking after her daughter and continuing to work as she had bills to pay. Upon graduating in 2001, she spent the next 5 years working at a primary school in Canning Town. Later, she spent 5 years working for RM Education as an education specialist, then became a deputy head teacher in Greenwich. In September 2019, Amanda secured her first headship. Amanda is in the minority of only 1% of black head teachers in England. She says that there are many reasons for the number being so low, and it is impossible to inspire young black people if they do not have the appropriate role models. This prompted her to write and self-publish a new book, Letters to a Young Generation Aspiring School Leaders, where black head teachers from across the UK have written letters sharing their advice to the next generation of black school leaders. In 2022, Amanda set up the first 100 Days Head Teachers Conference to support new and aspiring leaders to their journey of headships. The following year, she graduated with an MA in Coaching and Mentoring Practice from Oxford Brookes University. Amanda holds a number of non-executive positions with the Royal Borough of Greenwich, including the Educate Against Racism Partnership, the Schools Forum, and is co-chair of the Head Teachers Conference Committee. She is also a mentor for the Church of England's Like Us programme. Amanda has demonstrated significant vision and dedication and is an inspiration to a new generation of black head teachers. It is therefore immensely important that we should honour a proud individual who offers such a range of experience and expertise. Vice-Chancellor, it is for her outstanding contribution to teacher education, leadership and role modelling that I, on behalf of the University Board, have great pleasure to present Amanda Wilson as truly worthy to become an Honorary Fellow of the University of Cumbria. Thank you.
Amanda Wilson, you have been justly nominated for the role of Honorary Fellow of this university, and by placing this cap, I'm pleased to confer on you the most well-deserved honour on behalf of the University of Cumbria. Amanda, I now invite you to give your Honorary Fellow address.
Vice-Chancellor, university guests, university staff, distinguished guests, graduates, families, friends and supporters, Thank you so much for those kind words and indeed this wonderful honour. I'm so very grateful, not just for this invitation to be awarded an honorary fellowship, but to be invited to share it with so many talented individuals that I've had the pleasure of meeting today. I've never had a specific career trajectory, perhaps not something I should admit to a room full of graduates, but all I can do is speak the truth. Over the years, opportunities have presented themselves to me, and I've always grabbed them with both hands. Back in 2000, St Martin's Lancaster, now the University of Cumbria, gave me the opportunity to train to become a teacher, and I grabbed that opportunity with both hands, studying whilst working part-time in between teacher training placements. But I could not have done it alone. I have been incredibly fortunate that along the way I've had some great cheerleaders. My biggest cheerleaders have always been my husband Cleon and my daughter Rihanna, closely followed by my best buddy Samantha and those that we call the Circle. Don't worry, it's not some weird cult, just a group of friends who have each other's backs. I've also had the support from members of my immediate family. Someone once said, "No man is an island." Even the Lone Ranger had Tonto. And my encouragement to those graduating today would be to find your Tontos, those who will encourage you when you tire and remind you of why you have taken the road often less travelled. Working in education, health and social care can be tough, and there may be days when you wonder whether it might be easier to get a job in retail. Having spent 10 years in retail before becoming a teacher, I can confidently tell you it's not easier, it's just different. But your different is making a difference, and the impact you will have on those you meet along the way will be far-reaching. Every day that I walk through the doors of my school, I know I'm making a difference, alongside my amazing team of staff. As a black female head teacher, I know I'm making a difference. As a coach and a trainee psychotherapist, I know I'm making a difference. And as I embark on my PhD journey with the University of Cumbria later this year, I know I will continue to make a difference. But what I also know is that the difference I'm making provides me with the opportunity to encourage those who may have come from similar backgrounds as my own. It provides me with an opportunity to send the elevator back down and make space for the next generation of educators to make their way to the top, where there is plenty of room for those who also wish to make a difference. I will end by saying thank you for the conferral of this honorary fellowship, an honour which the 10-year-old foster kid from Shoreham-by-Sea and the 18-year-old care leaver from Catford would never have imagined would be a thing. Nonetheless, it is an honour that the 50-something head teacher from East London is humbled to have been awarded and immensely proud to accept. Thank you.